Yeah, I wanna get the Rari, but I know it takes some time. Pre-roll, shorty, light it up, you know you fine. Low 5 with my 5, and I'm rolling up the cat. And I need my leg room, baby stuff, first class.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video gonna be reacting to the top 10 things we want to see from Game of Thrones season. Game of Thrones season 8. That's just a long name. So the top 10 things. I'm gonna be honest with you guys and be 100%. Okay, I started watching Game of Thrones on Christmas break. No, New Year's Eve. The day before New Year's Eve, and then New Year's Eve. Watched from season 6 all the way to the end of season 7. Okay. Now, yes, I started at season 6. Don't come at me. I just didn't feel like going way back when it was on the TV. I got sucked in and I started from season 6 and just kept going from there. And I didn't feel like going back to season 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Way too long and too much time. So I'm ready for season 8, and that show is actually really good. I think I have a pretty good idea of what's happening so far and who's who and what's what. So we're gonna watch this because I'm looking forward to season 8. Probably not as much as you guys or the diehards are, but I'm pretty excited for it. It's gonna be pretty good. I just didn't realize how good Game of Thrones was, you know? Let's get right into this video. Top 10 things that we want to see from Game of Thrones. Let's get it started.
For this list, we're taking a look at story arcs, characters, and set pieces we want to see in the final season.
I don't know everything. I know everything from season 6 on. And I don't know names. Don't come at, it's not that serious. I know faces.
Number 10.
And who's who, kind of.
Winner of the Iron Throne. As the show's title suggests,
I know her. She's a bitch.
Someone will inevitably claim the Iron Throne.
That's the bitch's brother.
I now proclaim Cersei of the House Lannister.
That's the Iron Throne. Cersei. King's Landing, huh?
Queen
Oh,
of the Andals of the First
I know.
Protector of the Seven Kingdoms.
Outside of a Night King victory, the worst case scenario would be Cersei remaining on the throne.
For real.
In a perfect world, Tyrion would be crowned king and
Peter
finally get the respect he
Dinklage.
deserves. But that's highly unlikely.
I will never sit on the Iron Throne.
As the son of
You should.
Rhaegar
I like
Targaryen
him.
and the rightful heir to the throne, Jon Snow may go from the king in the north to the king of the Andals and the First Men. Of course, if Jon's feelings for Daenerys get in the way, he might forfeit the throne to her. Or maybe the dragon and the wolf could rule together.
Daenerys. I have a question about that, but I'm gonna wait till the end of the video.
R'hllor revealed.
Damn, I don't know this one.
For the night is dark and full of terrors. R'hllor is one of the most important and enigmatic figures in the show's lore. Worshipped by the Red Priests and Priestesses, this god of fire prophesied of a savior who would triumph over darkness while wielding the sword known as Lightbringer. It's been widely speculated that Jon Snow is the prince that was promised.
The Lord let you come back for a reason. Stannis was not the prince who was promised, but someone has to be.
Of course, since prince is a gender-neutral term in High Valyrian, perhaps this prophecy will be carried out by a princess who was born amidst salt and smoke. We're looking at you, Daenerys.
Daenerys Stormborn is the one who was promised. From the fire she was reborn to remake the world.
Yes.
What's her name?
She has freed
R'hllor?
the slaves from
I don't
their
remember
chains
seeing
and
that at all.
crucified the masters for their sins.
Either way, if the prophecy does indeed come to fruition, our hearts would literally catch on fire if the Lord of Light finally made a physical appearance. Number 8. To die in this strange country. Although she often seems confident on the surface, Melisandre revealed signs of vulnerability and her true form in Season 6. Based on what she told fellow Essos native Varys in Season 7, Melisandre's next appearance might be her last. Melisandre believes that she's destined to die in this strange country, and Varys' days are
I remember
as
that.
well.
I do.
This could tie back to a voice Varys heard in the flames while being castrated by a sorcerer.
And I heard a voice answer his call.
While Varys can't recall what the voice said, Kinvara the Red Priestess seems to know. Season 8 not only needs to explain how Melisandre and Varys' fates are intertwined, but also reveal the words this mysterious voice spoke.
My lady.
I have to die in this strange country. Just like you.
Number 7. Jon and Arya reuniting.
Shouldn't have run from the gods. I didn't run.
She is a badass. Oh my
After spending
gosh.
several seasons apart, Arya, Sansa, and Bran were reunited in Season 7.
Goodness
There are still a couple of
gracious.
Stark reunions we're waiting for, however. While Jon got to catch up with Sansa before leaving Winterfell, he hasn't seen Bran or Arya in quite some time. Although Bran has some important information
I'm not
for his
sure
brother,
what happened to
it's
that
the
guy
reunion
in the
between
wheelchair.
Arya and Jon we're most eager for.
His last name isn't really Snow. It's Sam.
Arya was still a young girl when Jon gave her needle as a parting gift in season 1.
Sticking with the pointy end.
We can only imagine Jon's
young she
reaction when
was,
Arya
goodness
shows him how
gracious.
skillful she's become with a sword. On that note, we also need to see these two together.
That
in
was such a
battle.
dope little thing. At night.
Number 6.
Get to
the
it.
Clegane Bowl. It may not be canon yet.
I already know that she was
but
chained in the
we're
dark and stuff like that. I already know, because she lost her eyesight.
happens in season 8. According to this fan theory, brothers Gregor the Mountain and Sandor the Hound Clegane are destined to fight each other to the bloody end.
Are
While we
they?
did get to see these two square off in season 1, the fight was cut short before a winner could be declared.
Stop this madness in the name of your...
Since then, the mountain has only grown more monstrous thanks to Qyburn's little procedure. With his bare hands alone,
Oh.
the mountain can separate someone's neck from their head.
That's the mountain.
Even if the hound somehow triumphs over his brother, there's no guarantee either sibling will walk away alive.
They're brothers.
You, brother. You know who's coming for you. You've always known.
Number 5.
That's crazy.
Cersei Lannister's death. As satisfying as it was watching Joffrey Baratheon and Ramsay Bolton suffer painful deaths, there are still a few characters who've yet to receive their comeuppance.
Oh, she needs to
Does
go.
make sense.
Gold will be their crowns. Gold. Their shrouds.
Creepy. Cersei needs to
It'd
go.
be fitting if Euron Greyjoy died at the hands of either Yara or Theon.
Crazy
The most
death, though.
dangerous person still in power, however, is Queen Cersei. Whatever humanity Cersei had left seemed to die with her children, and even Jaime is starting to realize this. In addition
Yeah.
to abandoning his sister/lover in season 7, there have been several clues hinting that Jaime will bring Cersei's reign of terror to an end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
For example, notice how Jaime's standing by the fingers while Cersei's standing on the neck in this scene.
You afraid of me? Should I be?
Number 4. Arya crossing names off her list.
Goldfinger realizes that he's on the wrong team.
People I'm going to kill.
Even if Jaime doesn't end up strangling Cersei to death, the Queen of Westeros is on Arya's list, and she is not the only one. No matter what outcome the Clegane Bowl has, Arya is unlikely to show much mercy towards the Mountain or the Hound, the latter of whom she already left for dead once.
Kill the maiden.
I didn't see that part. How did she kill that big
Kill
man?
me!
Dude's a monster.
Kill me!
Arya is also gunning for Ilyn Payne, who executed her father, and Beric Dondarrion, who sold Gendry. She added Melisandre to her list for kidnapping Gendry as well.
You're a witch. You're going to hurt him.
Speaking of which, could Melisandre have been alluding to Arya when she said,
I have to die in this strange country.
after seeing what Arya did to Walder Frey, nobody is safe from her.
The last thing you're ever going to see is a Stark smiling down at you as you die.
That was such
Number
a dope
3,
scene.
a truly epic final
I hope
battle.
she does get Cersei.
As far
I
as
hope she
action
does.
set pieces go, many fans assumed the series had peaked after the Battle of the Blackwater. Between the massacre at Hardhome, the Battle of the Bastards, and Daenerys' surprise attack, though, this show has only managed to top itself with each new season.
That battle was crazy.
With winter and the Great War coming, we're expecting a climax of epic proportions. Now that Viserions under the Night King's control, one or both of Daenerys' remaining dragons should be headed for the ultimate battle of ice and fire. As long as the
Look how
Mother of
dope
Dragons
that
is
looks,
bringing
bro.
Rhaegal and
Blue
Drogon to the
eyes.
fight, it'd only be fitting if the Starks got to fight alongside the Direwolves.
Nymeria, it's me.
I don't get this.
Arya.
Number 2.
Someone can
Jon
explain
learning
why
his
she's talking
true
to a wolf?
heritage. The season 7 finale confirmed one of the most popular fan theories that's been floating around for years. Jon Snow is actually the son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen.
Jon isn't really my father's son. He's the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and my aunt Lyanna Stark.
See?
He was born in the tower in Dorne.
Of course, Jon has yet to learn of his true parentage. nor has Daenerys. This puts the two lovers in a complicated position, not only because Daenerys is Jon's aunt, but also because Jon has a stronger claim to the throne than her.
Never mind, that answers my question. Awkward.
He's the heir to the Iron Throne.
If Jon and Daenerys learn the truth, we can imagine a few outcomes playing out in very different ways. No matter what transpires, we have a feeling Jon will inevitably find himself riding a dragon, especially after his interaction with Drogon.
Oh, he should get his own dragon. That'd be dope. Both of them with their own dragons? Pretty
Before we
unstoppable.
unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I never got to have a mother.
That I felt so bad for.
She was mine. And you took her from me.
That was
Why
so
did you do
sad.
that?
Her daughter, she's gonna watch her daughter die. Oh yeah. I hope that dude lives. I like him.
Forgive me, lad.
What are you doing? Let go of him! Tell him to stop!
I don't know who that
Number one,
is or what season
Jon
it is.
Snow versus the Night King.
Of
We're going to
course.
destroy the Night King, his army.
Of course.
We'll do it together.
How could that not be what's in season 8?
Jon Snow riding a dragon only seems more likely now that the Night King has a dragon of his own.
An ice dragon. Ice.
Whether it's on foot or up in the air, these two kings are bound to go head to head in the Great War.
Do you know
This
how dope that
confrontation has
is?
been a long time coming, following their first encounter in season 5 and another close call beyond the wall in season 7.
This man should be in the Olympics. Look at
Going
that.
back even further, White Walkers and humans already clashed thousands of years ago during the War for the Dawn. With the wall tumbling down, the Night King is ready for round 2, and Jon may be the only one who can put him to rest for good.
I did not know that. Of course, a lot of my questions would be probably answered if I went back and watched all the seasons, but that's a lot of time. That's a lot. I do have questions that if you guys can answer, I don't know and I didn't get it in the show, just get a better understanding without having to go back and watch all of that. Just let me know in the comments below. I'd be very, very appreciative and thankful. How did Wheelchair Man get his power? Because I know he can go to the past, I think, and see everything in the present, but what happened that made him so anti-emotional? Second is, well, are him, Sansa, Arya, and Jon all related? Are they all Starks? Or were they related at first because they didn't know who his dad was, but now that they know that he's actually Targaryen, is that the word? That they realize that he's not one of them. He's actually Daenerys' nephew. But are they all related? That was the first question. How is it that she's his aunt? Because they try to explain it at the end, but I was like so lost. I tried to do some Google searches, but I saw a bunch of like family tree diagrams on who's related to who and who. Some of it was like, I didn't know which one to believe. So I know that's his aunt, that has to be true, but whose dad is who and who's... Just let me know, please explain that part. But yeah, that's it guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think, any comments or things you think I should know about the show. I'm still learning, like I said, so any information you think I should know, if you can just sum that up and put it in the comments below, that will be very helpful. That's it for today's video guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.